Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Nice weather is finally here, and it has a funny way of inspiring home projects. Good news, your hometown lumber store is ready to help make those ideas happen. From quality decking and railing to energy-efficient windows and beautiful new doors, you'll find the products, expertise, and service you need to upgrade your home this season. So whether you're building, updating, repairing, or finally getting started, we're here to help every step of the way. Visit Sigourney Lumber today. Everything you need for summer projects, all in one place.
Welcome into high school baseball here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. It is an early start for North Mahaska at English Valleys. Late afternoon, early evening, whichever you want to call it. Artie keep hanging out with me here, and he is trouble. There we go. Can you hear now, Artie? Yeah. There we go. We got to switch some buttons. And Artie, we're going to get right to it here. Again, we're in North English, Iowa. Artie keep with the play-by-play.
All right. Senior Ryan Groom for North Mahaska just drilled a single to left field. He's facing a freshman, Blake Van Dees, on the mound for the Bears to start this evening. Up for North Mahaska with one on is freshman Zach Viseth. He's the third baseman for the Warhawks.
He's got a small strike zone.
Yes, he does. Kind of a wild pitch. Groom easily goes to second. Coach Kelderman apparently had an officiating question for the officials. Wasn't arguing a call. He just wanted to be sure about something. I'm not sure what the conversation was. Tyson Ferguson up to bat for the Warhawks. He drills a fly ball to, or excuse me, that was Viseth up. So he flies out to center for the first out. Groom remains at second. Now comes up left fielder Tyson Ferguson. Ferguson's has 7 hits on the season, 5 singles, driven in 5 RBIs, 350 batting average. Another wild pitch. Groom trots over to third base. Ben Flander, the catcher for English Valleys, trotted back to get the ball to make sure nothing else went on. There's the windup. Fouled off by Ferguson. 1-1 count on Ferguson. Comes Van D with the delivery. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ferguson. Partly cloudy, a lot of sun, some fluffy clouds overhead. Ferguson pops it up, foul to the right side, out of play.
Tell you what, though, when that sun comes out, whew,
yeah,
gets toasty real quick.
Yes, it does. I didn't exactly bring quite the right hat tonight, at least to work with our equipment. I'll have to remember that next time. So. But it covers my ears, so that's good. And Ferguson's hit by a pitch, so he gets a free pass. North Mahaska will have runners at first and third as senior first baseman Jackson Vanderveer comes to the plate. Got a left-handed batter facing right-handed Van D. Van D is 0-2 on the season on the mound. Ferguson takes off for second, no throw. So now runners are at second and third. Van de Veer's set in the box, fouls it off. 1-1 to count on Van de Veer. He's headed to William Penn next year to play golf. Another foul off.
Yeah, Jackson is just a overall good athlete. Basketball, I don't know what he did in football, but I know basketball and golf and now baseball, solid athlete all around.
Yes, he is, and really loves golf. Him and puts the ball into play, goes to first base. First baseman takes it unassisted for the second out. Groom comes home. Ferguson to third, so North Mahaska jumps up on top 1-0. Now at the plate for North Mahaska is the pitcher, Dane Van Mersbergen. He fouls one off. He's also going to William Penn next year, play baseball.
Well, it'd be good to have some familiar faces around at college.
Yeah, he's another one of those. Multi-sport athlete, does pretty well. So here's Van D's delivery. And Van Mersbergen flies out to center to end the inning. After the first half of the first inning, North Mahaska 1, English Valley 0.
See State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa at 309 High Avenue East for auto, home, business, life insurance, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Call Kelly at 641-673-0088 or go to kellystyleinsurance.com. That's Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, 309 High Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors for making our North Mahaska baseball and softball coverage possible this summer here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. We heard ads from Kelly Style and Oski Dental, also Lake Painting, Lights Insurance, First State Bank of New Sharon, Holland Coble Funeral Home, Mahaska Drug, Shetler Insurance Services, Helmuth Ford, Skunk River Radio, and Emma Ratliff at American Family Insurance, who has our player of the game for North Mahaska. We also thank Compass Memorial Healthcare in North English, and Cassio Rourke with Grimm Real Estate for coming on board on behalf of English Valleys. So thanks to all of our sponsors. RD.
Yes, and I encourage you that stop in and say hi to our sponsors and be sure to thank them for supporting high school athletics. It helps the young people out there who are trying to showcase their talent, and it helps us stay on the air.
Yeah.
Well, we got senior Dane Van Mersbergen. He's 1-1 on the year on the mound for North Mahaska. Ryan Groom Had a single in the first inning. He's behind the plate. Stepping into the batter's box is our center fielder, Colton Meitzel. Takes a ball. Meitzel makes contact. And
Oh, he dropped it. Had it and dropped it.
he had it and dropped it. Official said he did not hold it long enough.
I was going to say, both these guys, I put together our Athlete of the Week and Team of the Week polls just earlier this afternoon and put those up before I left the house for the game today. And both Colton Meitzel, now are they calling him out?
Oh, they did call him out.
Huh. Colton was on the list, as is Ryan Groom, is both on the list.
So Ben Siren, the left fielder, he steps up. He drills a one-out single. We were a bit confused on the call by the home plate umpire.
Well, it looked like it came right out of his glove.
Yeah, well, it was one of those. I wasn't sure if he had it long enough or not. Then Mersbergen, he throws it over to Vanderveer.
Lots of Vans in the game today.
Yes, there are. But Siren dived back in. Another hit over the left side by Grove. That was Cale Grove. He's the shortstop for English Valleys. So the Bears now have runners at first and second with one out. Third baseman Everett Bender at the plate. He fouls off first pitch from Van Mersbergen.
You know, English Valley's boys have some really good athletes. They had a solid football and basketball and wrestling season, so they haven't put it together yet on the baseball field, but they definitely could at some point.
Yeah, they certainly have some good athletes. They're 0-5 on the season here, but it's not from a lack of trying.
They are
Bender.
good. That's gone.
Bender just hit a 3-run home run over the left center fence.
Wow.
That gives English Valleys a 3-1 lead.
And these have all been solid hits, too.
Yeah, and that's his second home run of the season. So he's had 12 at-bats with 2 home runs, a single, a double. Batting .273, although that just went up just a hair. Ashton Castor, an 8th grader, playing second base, is at the plate. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Ooh.
Are we getting play-by-play somewhere else, Artie?
I'm hearing something.
Too.
It's us. I'm hearing me.
Now they're going to hear me say, are we getting play-by-play? Now we really have to be careful about what we say.
Yeah. Evens the count at 2-2. It's coming from.
It's coming from my phone. That's where it's coming from.
Castor hits it back to Van Mersbergen, flips it over to Vanderveer.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
Family owned and locally operated, Lights Insurance in New Sharon offers a full range of coverage, including home, auto, farm, business, life, and health insurance for individuals, families, and businesses throughout Iowa. Whether you're insuring your home, your vehicles, your farm operation, or planning for the future, Lights Insurance is committed to finding the right coverage at the right price. Visit Lights Insurance at 112 East Market Street in New Sharon. Call 641-637-2294.
Hey, and we are bringing it back here live to North English. English Valley's hosting North Mahaska in high school baseball after one. According to the Mahaska Drug scoreboard, EV has the 3-1 lead off of a 3-run shot from English Valley's in the bottom of the first. I need to update my scoreboard with the inning, but RD Keep has the call of the game. RD.
All right, yeah. For North Mahaska, we have designated here Caleb Hull coming to the plate to face Van D. Here in the top of the second. Ball inside. Had to kind of sidestep there so he didn't get hit. Van D with the delivery outside. 2-0 to Hull. Hull's the designated hitter for center fielder Carson Ewing.
Now, RD, you had an interesting time getting to the field tonight.
Yeah, I look on the website. It says North English High School. I go to North English High School, and all they're playing there is softball.
Yeah, they got softball there. The baseball field, if you're coming into North English from the west, it's just right. You take a right at the Casey's, and then that kind of you have to weave your way in here. But they do not play baseball at the high school.
Yeah. And Caleb Hull walks. So 1 on with no outs. Shortstop Dylan Meeland coming to the plate for North Mahaska. Yeah, I felt bad because I told a guy. Yeah, he asked me, he said, "Will they play baseball here?" I said, "Well, as far as I know, they do because I'm planning on doing one." And pretty soon he came walking back, and I said, "Was I wrong?" And he says, "Yeah, they play down by Casey's." Oh, okay. Well, where I was at, I had to stop to try to figure out how to get to the Casey's then.
Yeah.
Then I had to figure out how to get to the field. Meelan puts a bunt down.
Ooh, he almost could have went to second with that one.
Mm-hmm. So Meelan goes out, pitcher to first base, but moves Hull to second. Brings up to bat second baseman Charlie Gumont. Charlie's got a set of wheels under him. I don't know whether he bunts, but
Now, the good thing about not being next to the softball field is we don't have to worry about foul balls coming at us from
correct.
The opposite direction.
Yeah, that is true. Mayland, he drives one to right. Hull hustles back to second.
I think that was Gumont, right? That was bad.
Yeah, Charlie Gumont.
There you go. Yep.
Now coming up is Dawson Gumont. He's the right fielder. So there's 2 out, runner at second. Van D takes a look, delivers home, outside. Ball one. That goes off the glove of the catcher. Holub goes over to third. So Dawson Gumont at the plates at 2-0 against Van D. Swing and miss by Gumont. Van D works it back 2-1.
RD, did you happen to get up to the New Sharon Spring Rose Festival at all this weekend?
No, actually, I was with Mahaska County Conservation doing a fishing derby.
Yeah.
And Van D takes the pop fly himself for the third out. So at the end of top of the second, after 1.5, English Valley's 3, North Mahaska 1.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. All right, we are heading to the bottom of the second here in North English. We've got North Mahaska at English Valleys for high school baseball tonight as part of our summer coverage of baseball and softball in the area. A couple of area teams. Nice game to have on the docket. And we've got a nice big cloud in front of the sun right now. Makes it feel not too bad here in North English. Got RD Keep on the call of the game.
Yes, I was just thinking that cloud could just sit there for another hour or so. But yeah, we got the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for English Valleys. Designated hitter Hunter Offerman will be coming to the plate. He's batting from the left side. So we got right-hander against the left-hander. And Offerman swung and missed. Offerman gets it right down just inside the first base bag past Vanderveer for a leadoff single.
It's just inside the line and just under Jackson's glove.
Yes, it was. Brings up first baseman Vincent Westfall. He swings and misses, but the ball gets away from Groom. Offerman down to second. One and one the count. Foul off by Westfall. Ben Flander in the, there's strikeout for Van Mersbergen for the first out of the inning. So Ben Flander, I started to say he had to trot over and pick up the foul ball here. He's back at the plate now. The number 9 hitter, outside pitch.
He definitely has the best mustache on the field.
Yes, he does.
Today.
Yes, he does.
Well, protect my car. I parked in kind of a stupid spot tonight, Artie. I was a little bit too close for comfort with my car to the field, so they better protect my car.
And like I said, I parked behind the porta potties hoping that they'll protect the car. If I go home with a dent in that car, I've got a feeling my lovely wife will say something. 2-2. The count on Flander. Van Mersbergen, he takes a shot to try to pick up Offerman. Charlie Gumont, who's not terribly tall, had to kind of sky to get the ball, but everything's still safe. There's a ground ball to short. Malin throws out Flander for the second out of the inning because that was hit right to the shortstop. Offerman had to stay at second, could not advance. Making his second plate appearance tonight is center fielder Colton Mikesell. He flew out to the catcher last time. Foul ball on first pitch. Another shot to shortstop.
Close play.
Close play, but he got him, so that ends the inning. English Valley still maintains that 3-1 lead.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected.
Good thing we're covered.
And safe drivers could save too. Also, your family's free too. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance.
See Emma Ratliff and Associates at 1203 A Avenue E in Oskaloosa.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
And again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors on board for North Mahaska baseball and softball this year on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Appreciate you tuning in on this early game on a Monday and hanging out here in North English with Artie Keep tonight. Artie.
All right. We got Ryan Groom leading off. He's the leadoff hitter for the Warhawks. He comes to the plate. He's got 6 singles on the season, batting .292. Facing Van D here. Blake Van D. Ball. Ball kind of came in and landed down at the feet of the catcher, and the catcher was trying to locate it. Groom puts one down the left field line. Down to third base. Third base gets the put out. Everett Bender made a nice play. It's almost the exact same one that Vanderveer had, except it got past Vanderveer and Bender was able to corral it. Zach Veseth, he's a freshman. He's at the plate. And he puts the ball in play to third base. Bender with 2 putouts here back-to-back.
Bender getting a workout over there at third base.
Yes. Brings up left fielder Tyson Ferguson for North Mahaska. He was hit by pitch last time. Ball outside.
I mentioned earlier I was putting together my Athlete of the Week polls earlier today and looking at the stats for everybody. Tyson leads in quite a few categories for North Mahaska.
Tyson drills one to the left field fence. He's going to get a stand-up double, except that he slid.
He wanted to get a little dirty.
Make mom do some laundry. All right, 2-out double brings up first baseman Jackson Vanderveer. Jackson swung through. Vanderveer batting from that left side.
I don't think Jackson agreed with that call. Looked a little high and outside to me, but
I thought so too, but hey. That one was outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vanderveer. Van D has a really high kick. He brings that left leg back over across. Vanderveer gets it. My gosh, I think he slid 12, 15 feet.
He is determined to get as dirty as he can tonight.
I guess. So Vanderveer gets the RBI. So brings up Van Mersbergen. He flew out to center field last time up. Vanderveer on his way. And he's in with a stolen base. Coming into the ball game, North Mahaska had stolen 8 bases. Van Mersbergen puts it down to shortstop. And they get the out. They limit the damage to 1. So after 2.5 innings, English Valley's 3, North Mahaska 2.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shuttler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shuttler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
And we're bringing it back to North English for English Valley's hosting North Mahaska in high school baseball. And thanks to all of our sponsors on the Mahaska Drug scoreboard, it looks like we have EV leading 3-2 going into the bottom of the third. Artie, you were talking earlier today about it being free fishing weekend over the weekend, and you guys had a nice event going on. How'd that go?
Yeah, it went pretty well. We had probably, I'd say, around 45, 50 kids, and I don't know, probably another 20 adults that came out. And it's always fun, especially when you see a youngster catch their first ever fish.
Yeah.
And we had a little girl come up and do just that, and she wanted to hold it, and she wasn't real crazy about releasing it, but she did.
Wow, what an effort! But didn't get.
Yeah. Ben Siren had a fly ball. They came out. Charlie Gumont came a long way from second to try to get it out of bounds down the right field line, but did not get there. So Siren evens up the count. There's the strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Van Mersbergen. Brings up the shortstop, K.O. Grove. He singled last time up. Takes a big swing. Misses. 0-1. Sun's starting to come back out, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Maybe we need more indoor high school baseball fields.
More domes.
Another foul ball down the Jackson Vanderveer tried to make a catch over the top of that fence. Looks like could lose an arm doing that.
It's a short little fence over there. You get past the main fence, it shortens up quite a bit.
Yeah. Inside. 2-2 count on Grove. Oh, he puts one right up the middle. Van Mersbergen just, I think, caught that out of self-preservation.
Yeah.
Good solid hit. Brings up the third baseman, Everett Bender. Bender. He's the one that hit the home run the last time up. Strike on the outside corner. Again, he's batting .273 on the season according to my stats before the game. 0-2. Van Mersbergen to Bender. And strikes him out on 3 pitches. Third strikeout for the Warhawks. So going into the top of the 4th inning, it's 3-2 English Valleys.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint.
Hey.
How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Mark your calendar for the Watch Here Fire and Rescue Bike and Car Show on Saturday, June 20th. The fun starts at 8 a.m. It's 708 Maple Street in Watch Here. Bring your classic cars, custom rides, motorcycles, and hot rods for a great cause, with all proceeds benefiting Watch Here Fire and Rescue. Early registration is just $15 or $20 the day of the event. Voting takes place from 8 until 11 a.m. Enjoy delicious food from Beer Belly Barbecue. Plus, check out fire trucks on display and enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere. Rain or shine, we'll see you June 20th at the Watch Here Fire and Rescue Bike and Car Show.
Well, that sun definitely is back, RD.
Yeah, I had to
heat things up.
I had to readjust things again, put my hat back on. As we enter here in the top of the 4th, designated hitter Caleb Hull will lead off for North Mahaska against Blake Van D. Van D's pitch outside. Righty against righty here. A little high, looks like, so 2-0. pole walked last time he was up. That one caught the outside corner. Hole fouls that one off over our heads here. Evens up the count, 2-2. Blake Van D looking to score his first strikeout, and he did. First strikeout for Blake Van D and the English Valleys Bears. Shortstop Dylan Mealand, who's had a couple pretty good plays, is up. We are getting a lot of baseballs fouled off to that right field side tonight, and there's not really any wind, so it's kind of how Blake Van D is delivering that baseball to the Warhawk hitters. That one was low and outside.
Smelling some bug spray or something in
Yep.
the air.
Yeah. There's a nice shot up the middle. Dylan scorched that one up the middle for a single. Brings up Charlie Gumont. He flew out to right fielder Will Lures last time up. Mealand's another one of those who he's 4 for 4 on stolen bases. Now he's in a pickle, so we're going to see how this works out.
Took a while.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to score that, but we're going to score it 1, 5, 4, 3, 6. Anyway, it's an out.
Me and you might have even been involved in that at one point.
Yeah, Van D was very aware that Mealand was going to want to steal and made a nice pickoff move, and they were able to seal the deal there. It took them a little bit, but strike 2 to Charlie Gumont. Two outs. He puts a single to right center. This brings up the right fielder, number 13, Dawson Gumont. He flew out to the pitcher last time, a little short fly ball. Blake Van D is doing a nice job of getting that outside strike. I think Ben Flander might be getting that, setting it up. There's a hit by pitch.
Bounced off his helmet.
Bounced off the helmet. So that brings the top of the lineup up. So we got 2 on, 2 out. They're having a little meeting at the mound, I think, to try to decide if they really want to pitch to him. Here again, Grooms hit 6 singles and 2 doubles. driven in 2 runs this year, so he is a threat. He's singled and hit a hard ball to third base. That was so they figured out what they're going to do here. So Groom comes to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Van D takes a look at Mayland at second base just to this is one of those places where you could get a balk called real easy. Outside, ball 1 to Groom. I mean, Mayland is certainly, Charlie Gumont. Wild pitch. Moves the runners up. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position. Two 2-0 count on Ryan Groom. Van D set to deliver the pitch. Groom puts it out.
Not sure who the young man is for English Valleys that has to get the foul balls, but he's been busy tonight.
Yeah, he's getting his steps in. 2 balls, 1 strike to Groom. Van D's evened up the count here at 2-2. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 runners on. Outside. Got a full count. Runners are going to be moving. And
what a
nice
snag.
scoop.
Jeez.
Nice scoop by shortstop. Really nice scoop to end the threat by Cale Grove. Nice scoop.
And we'll go to our commercial break. That's at the end of the top of the 4th, 3-2 EV. Get ready for 4 decades of dirt at the 116th Annual Whoopie Days in Brighton, Iowa, June 19th and 20th. Kick things off Friday night with food vendors, kids games, live music, the Bill Riley Talent Show, and live music from Trent Pruitt. Saturday is packed with the Whoopie Days Parade at 10 a.m., the Mud Run, kids games, contest, live music from Link and the Drifters, and Jake McVeigh. Also on Saturday, the Matt Stutzman Cruise-In Show from noon to 4. Bring anything with a motor, cars, trucks, tractors, whatever you got. Gas it up, shine it up, fire it up, and show up. Whoopie Days in Brighton, June 19th and 20th. There's a $5 cover charge for each concert to help fund Whoopie Days. See State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa at 309 High Avenue East for auto, home, business, life insurance, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Call Kelly at 641-673-0088 or go to kellystyleinsurance.com. That's Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, 309 High Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And thanks to Kelly Style, State Farm Insurance, for being one of our sponsors. Also snuck in an ad in that commercial break, RD, for Whoopie Days in Brighton. That's coming up. You ever been to Whoopie Days?
Not have been to Whoopie Days.
Might want to check it out. June 19th and 20th.
Sounds interesting.
Looks like the English Valley's bullpen is getting a little bit busy over there, too.
Yeah. I'm guessing that they've got Van D on a pitch count. So Van Mersbergen throws inside to Ashton Castor. Ball one. Castor's another one of those who's a threat to steal if he gets on base. He's 3 for 3 on the season. Nice shot by the eighth grader. Oh, and he gets away from the left fielder. Castor unable to go to second. The ball didn't go that far away, but Blake Van D, your pitcher for English Valleys, he steps into the box. He pops it up, pops it out to center field for the first out of the inning. Castor retreats back to first base. Left-handed batter, designated hitter Hunter Offerman stepping into the plate for the Bears. He hit it down to first base, but they were unable to make the... He threw it to second to make without the double play, so that one's going to go down 3-4, but Offerman reaches on the fielder's choice. Brings up Vincent Westfall, the first baseman. He pops it to shortstop, and shortstop goes 6 for the third out of the inning. At the end of 4, 3-2, English Valleys.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And thanks to First State Bank and Oski Dental for being on board for North Mahaska baseball and softball here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube. We're in North English with North Mahaska at English Valleys tonight. And according to the Mahaska Drug scoreboard, we're heading to the fifth with EV with a 3-2 lead over your Warhawks. Artie Keep with the call of the game.
All right, I'll see if I can get these changes. We've got a new pitcher. Cale Grove has moved from shortstop over to pitcher. Everett Boonder has moved from third base to shortstop. And then Blake Van D moved from pitcher over to third base. Hopefully we got all of those correct.
Yeah.
Just taking a look here. Grove has an 8.08 ERA. He's played in 3 games. He has not recorded a win or a loss. He's only thrown about 4 innings. So Zach Veseth said he's flied out to center field and grounded out third to first. Two balls, no strikes.
And we mentioned it earlier with Zach. I mean, he's a shorter guy, so I mean, trying to find his strike zone.
Well, we talked about that during basketball season too. Yeah. There, Grove found one.
It's a small strike zone.
It is a very small strike zone, especially when he bends those knees just a little bit deeper. And he gets the walk. Brings up Tyson Ferguson, the left fielder. He was hit by pitch in the first inning, hit a double in the second, scored a run in that second inning. Visa, there's the throw over. He gets a little dirty, so Grove knows that he could take off, so he's 4 for 4. Visa is on steals. Two and 0 count. Grove is not going to let Veseth get too far away. In a 1-1 game, there he goes. There's the throw. Stolen base for Veseth. Single could bring Veseth in.
And there it is.
There it is. We'll see if he...
holding him up.
Coach Kelderman's going to hold him up, so... Single up the middle. Puts runners at the corners with no out here in the top of the fifth inning. Jackson Vanderveer comes up. He's singled. Grounded out to first base. Grove's got a nice move over there. Ferguson's going to be digging dirt out all night. And he's up.
It's a wonder he didn't slide on that. Just for the fun of it.
Kelderman was yelling up, so. Swung through by 0-2 the count to Vanderveer. Runners at second and third with no out. Foul ball. Dane Van Mersbergen retrieves it to give to the umpire. Working from the stretch. Here comes Grove. He throws over to third. They're trying to preserve this one-run lead because they know that Mahaska can break it loose. Here's the pitch. That one went straight over us, didn't it? Oh, no, went off to the left side. All I saw was the shadow. Still 0-2 count to Vanderveer. Here comes Grove's delivery. It's high. First ball that Grove has thrown to Vanderveer. 1-2 is the count.
Ooh.
Caught it on the outside corner. For the first out in the inning. That's the second strikeout for the Bears. That's the first for First for Grove. Blake Van D had one. Brings up Dane Van Mersbergen. Ball on the outside. Fouled off. 1-1 to Van Mersbergen. Runner still at second and third. North Mahaska trying to another foul off.
Again, a special thanks to our English Valley sponsors. You see their ads rotating down there in the corner with all of our normal sponsors. Compass Memorial Healthcare and Cassie O'Rourke with Grimm Real Estate on board tonight for English Valleys.
Yeah, and be sure to stop in and see our sponsors and tell them thank you, how much you appreciate having their support. And that's second strikeout for Grove. He's had back-to-back strikeouts after putting two runners on. Now it's 2 out, 2 on. Caleb Hall at the plate. He fouls one off.
Now, he was a heck of a trap shooter, or is
yes,
a heck
he
of a
is.
trap shooter. He was.
Yep.
Him and the trap shooting team from North Mahaska were on the Saturday morning sports section here not too long ago. But, yeah, heck of a shooter.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole family, pretty good. 0-2's the count.
You're getting a workout tonight. I know. Talking to the EV kid that's retrieving all the foul balls.
I don't know what he did to make the coach mad, but he's had to retrieve them all.
And nobody's helping him.
Nope.
Oh no! Goes my car. Got stuck in the tree.
Well, at least he's getting some help here. Here's the windup. High. Ball's in the tree, we hear.
Right above my car. Don't shake the tree.
Caleb Hall put a nice shot down that left field line, but foul. The way that one shot down there, Veseth may want to keep his head down.
There's a shot.
Long fly ball to left. And that ends that threat. English Valley still hanging on 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Family owned and locally operated, Lights Insurance in New Sharon offers a full range of coverage, including home, auto, farm, business, life, and health insurance for individuals, families, and businesses throughout Iowa. Whether you're insuring your home, your vehicles, your farm operation, or planning for the future, Lights Insurance is committed to finding the right coverage at the right price. Visit Lights Insurance at 112 East Market Street in New Sharon. Call 641-637-2294.
Lake Painting and Interiors invites you to visit their new design studio located at 105 East Market Street in New Sharon. Your one-stop destination for residential and commercial interior painting, custom cabinetry, cabinet refinishing and fabrication, wallpaper, countertops, backsplashes, and home renovation needs. Open Wednesdays through Fridays 10 to 5 or by appointment. Call 641-637-8015 or visit lakepaintingiowa.com for more information.
Thanks to Lake Painting and Lights Insurance Company for being on board for our North Mahaska baseball and softball coverage. We're in North English tonight, North Mahaska at English Valleys, and the Mahaska Drug scoreboard says EV has the lead 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Artie Keep with the call of the game.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the fifth. Catcher Ben Flander leading off. He grounded out to shortstop back in the second inning. This is his second at bat against Van Mersbergen. That ball gets past the catcher, goes to the backstop. Ball one. Flander again. Out 5-3. Brings up Colton Mikesel, the center fielder. He popped up to the catcher, grounded out to shortstop. He took a nice swing. Strike one to Mikesel. Van Mersbergen still on the mound for the Warhawks. Here's a bounce foul. Van Mersbergen's got Mikesel down 0-2 with one out. Nice wrap out to right field. Dawson Gumont with the catch. Second out in the inning. Left fielder Ben Siren stepping into the plate. He singled in that three-run first inning, then struck out against Van Mersbergen in the third. He puts a shot to short. And the Warhawks make quick play there, so it's 3-2 as we go to the top of the sixth.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected.
Good thing we're covered.
And safe drivers could save too. Also, your family's free too.
Dream fearlessly!
And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance.
See Emma Ratliff and Associates at 1203 A Avenue E in Oskaloosa. And we thank Emma Ratliff, American Family Insurance in Oskaloosa, for being on board for our North Mahaska coverage. We're going to be picking the North Mahaska Player of the Game, sponsored by Emma Ratliff, coming up here pretty soon. These North Mahaska Warhawks need to get some runs and their bats going and some runs on the scoreboard if they want to go home victorious.
Yeah, Dylan Mealand, the speedster, he's at the plate. He got caught in that pickle last time, and I know one of the things that has frustrated Coach Kevin Kelderman for the Warhawks this year has been getting runners on base, then not being able to move them. And they've left 7 runners on base to, I believe, 2 for English Valleys. So 1-1 here. Grove against Mealand. Both Van D and Grove, and I really attribute part of it to Flander, but really been able to catch that outside corner on these Warhawk batters. Dylan, he drills one out to dead center. flies out for the first out of the inning. Brings up Charlie Gumont. He's singled last time up. He's also flown out to the right fielder. Charlie couldn't get the bunt down.
Wonder if that foul ball behind us ever came out of the tree.
I don't know.
Or if it
I haven't heard any glass breaks, so. Ball inside. Hopefully you have a good insurance agent.
Shetler Insurance does the job. Heck, any insurance company that's advertising with us, all be great. I mentioned last time we got a bunch of insurance agencies on board.
Yeah. Well, I just love it when businesses step up to support the local kids. And
we love, one thing about doing this the last 3 years is we love to give teams that don't usually get a lot of coverage. We like to give them the coverage that they deserve.
Yeah, yeah. Charlie Gumont strikes out. That's the third strikeout for Grove in 2 innings of work. 2 out brings up right fielder Dawson Gumont for North Mahaska. Big swing there. He flew out to the pitcher in the first inning and was hit by a pitch in the fourth. Ball high and outside by Grove.
We were talking going into this game, looking at the stats, looking at the win-loss records, you thought, North Mahaska should maybe win this one easily. That is obviously not the case.
It's just been a matter of being able to move runners, and tonight so far, the English Valley defense has been able to keep them at bay. Two count here. Grove's close to ringing up his 4th strikeout. Ball to second and grounds out second to first. After 5.5, English Valley still leading 3-2.
At Holland Coble Funeral Homes, we are proud to be residents of the communities we serve and a locally owned business since the early 1900s. Our commitment to courteous service and high standards of performance to you, your family, and the surrounding communities has been the same for over 100 years. Holland Coble Funeral Homes in New Sharon, Montezuma, and Watchier. Find more information at hollandcoblefuneralhome.com.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
All right, coming back here to North English. It was an early start to the game. We're buzzing right along. Looking at the Mahaska Drug scoreboard, shows we're in the bottom of the 6th, and English Valley's with a 3-2 lead against North Mahaska here in North English. RD, the sun is shining.
Yes, and those fluffy clouds we had earlier seem to dissipate.
The next ones I see are quite a distance away. So
yeah, there's not enough breeze pushing them this way either. So, well, North Mahaska they've stranded 7 runners on base, 2 for English Valleys. Pitcher Cale Grove is stepping up. He's singled and lined out to Van Mersbergen. Nice hit. Tyson Ferguson in left field with the out. Brings up Everett Boonder. Again, he's the one that hit that long home run, 3-run home run in the first inning. The Bears have been able to hold on to, so puts one down the left field line, but foul. Bender was batting .273 coming into tonight's ball game. Has to jump out of the way of that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Van Mersbergen winds it up, and there it is. That one bangs off the backstop. Evens the count at 2-2. Bender's had a good look at what Van Mersbergen's throwing. This is his 3rd look at him. It's full count. And Mersbergen struck him out. For the second out, that's 3 strikeouts for Van Mersbergen on the evening. Brings up Ashton Castor, your second baseman. He singled last time up, fouls this one off. He singled and then got caught in a fielder's choice. Going to second, he was tossed out. Van Mersbergen gets us on the outside corner for his 4th strikeout. That ends the inning. Here we go to the top of the 7th, the last opportunity for the Warhawks to get even.
Get ready, Southeast Iowa. Skunk River Radio proudly presents the free outdoor concert celebrating 1 year of real country Skunk River Radio, powered by headline sponsor Oski Dental. Join us Saturday, June 13th at the Pavilion on the southeast corner of the Sigourney Square from 6 to 9 p.m. for a huge night featuring the Sinclairs with special opening act Neva Alden. Enjoy live music, food from Dr. Spud's Gourmet Potatoes, and thanks to our amazing sponsors, including Sigourney Body Shop, Mahaska Drug, Tassel Ridge Winery, Amy's Salon House and Spa, Sigourney Motors, Shetler Insurance Services, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Nutrient Ag Solutions in Keswick, Lifetime Dental Solutions, and We Care Pediatrics. Admission is free. Saturday, June 13th from Skunk River Radio. All right, just heard and watched a commercial for the Skunk River Radio 1-year anniversary free concert coming up this Saturday in downtown Sigourney. Got the Sinclairs and Neva Alden putting on a free concert. If you want to come to the square in Sigourney, that'll be happening from 6 to 9 on Saturday night. If it would happen to rain, we'll be moving the concert to Copper Lantern Sports Bar and Grill. But fingers crossed for a nice evening in Sigourney on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think this weekend's supposed to be pretty decent. All right, this is where North Mahaska likes it. They got the top of their lineup. Ryan Groom stepping in against Grove. He had that first inning single, then was grounded out short, grounded out to third base. But he can swing the bat. 1-1 the count. Grove got him to chase.
Tell you what, regardless of win or lose, Dane Van Mersbergen, other than giving up that home run, has had a great game pitching.
Yeah. Groom got that one into center field for a leadoff single. Brings up Zach Vieseth. He walked last time. Had a stolen base.
They definitely got the right part of the batting order coming up.
Yeah, when you're in this kind of a position, you kind of want that. You like having your top 4 or 5 in the lineup coming up, and North Mahaska needs one to tie it here. Grove's throwing almost as many pitches trying to keep guys from stealing as he has to the plate. There goes Groom, and ball got away from Bender.
Tying run is at second.
Tying run at second. No out. Vieseth with a 1-0 count. Probably a good thing that was high, or Vieseth might have got hit with it. Pays to be short sometimes. Although he was bailing on that.
Good pitch.
Threw that one right down the middle. I don't know whether he had a take sign from Coach Kelderman or that wasn't the pitch he was looking for. Outside, Groom's easily to third on the pass ball. 3-1 count for Grove as he gets ready to throw to Vieseth.
There it is.
Vieseth puts it just over shortstop, drives in the run. We have a tie game here in the top of the third.
Top of the seventh.
Or top of the seventh. What did I say? Top of, yeah.
You're looking at those threes.
I guess, yeah. So English Valleys, they're meeting at the mound to try to figure out exactly what they want to do. We know Vieseth is a threat to run. Coming to the plate is Tyson Ferguson. We know he can hit the ball. He hit a doubled in the third, singled in the fifth, was hit by pitch his first time up.
Has slid every
slid.
opportunity.
So we're going to see if Grove's going to try to keep Vieseth at bay at first base. Ball high to Ferguson. Probably doesn't want to give something to Ferguson right up in that strike zone, so he's probably going to try to play it away. There's a pop foul. Yeah, the young man didn't have to go so far this time.
And it was easy to find.
There's
been some going back in the field behind us.
Yeah.
A bit of struggle.
Ferguson got the signal from Coach Kelderman. Grove throw over to make sure that Veseth wasn't wandering too far away. Might have a hit and run here, I don't know. Veseth's going. And he's in with a stolen base. So got a runner at second. Still no outs. Ferguson with a 1-2 count. Oh. Ball was hit to shortstop, and he overthrew first base.
Things are falling apart for the Bears here in the top of the seventh.
Yeah, instead of one out, now you've got runners at the corners with no out. There's an error on the shortstop. Jackson Vanderveer, left-handed hitter at the plate. Ferguson trots down to second, no throw. So it's going to be up to the English Valley's defense if they can keep the ball on the infield. 0-2 the count to Vanderveer.
They've worked the outer corner of the home plate with Jackson the last couple of times.
Yes. Foul ball. If he'd have got that on just on the inside of the line, North Mahaska had been off to the races here, but still 3-3 here in the top of the seventh. No outs. 0-2 count to Jackson Vanderveer. Here comes Grove with the delivery. Another foul ball.
Not sure where that one went.
Ball into Grove from the dugout. Cale Grove's thrown a nice ball game since he came in at the top of the fifth. There is a high ball. 1-2 to Vanderveer. Vanderveer struck out against Grove last time. That one went way inside. Vanderveer bailed out. 2-2 count. See where Grove decides to place this pitch. Jackson got an easy ball into right field. He ends up at second, but 2 runs come in. So Vanderveer hit a single, went to second when they tried to get Ferguson out at home plate. Grove throws back to second. Dane Van Mersbergen at the plate. Flown out to center, grounded out to short, and he hits he hit a dribbler to the pitcher, but they're saying it hit the plate first.
I think it might have bounced off his foot.
So, strike one. So here we go. Here's the delivery. Van Mersberg with a solid hit to left. They're going to try to bring Vanderveer home. And he slides in for the score. Well, the wheels kind of came off for the Bears here. Looks like we got a pinch runner. Bronx Freeze is going to be in to run for Van Mersbergen.
Tell you what, I think they made a pitching change, so he's going to get warmed up. We'll take about a 1-minute break and come back with more baseball after this.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
See State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa at 309 High Avenue East for auto, home, business, life insurance, health insurance, and more. Kelly Style's mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Call Kelly at 641-673-0088 or go to kellystyleinsurance.com. That's Kelly Style State Farm Insurance, 309 High Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. All right, bringing it back here to North English for North Mahaska and English Valley's baseball. Looking at the schedule for this week, we're doing that North Mahaska baseball game at English Valley's on the schedule there. Coming up on Wednesday, we'll see more of these Bears, Keota baseball versus English Valley's. And then on Friday, RD, you and I are going to be hanging out again for North Mahaska softball with Iowa Valley. So lots of ball games coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's take it back to the action.
Yeah, we've had change in pitchers here. Now on the mound for English Valleys is Ashton Castor. He's facing Caleb Hall. Throws a strike. Castor is the 8th grader. He's thrown a couple balls over to first base. Bronx Freeze is in running for Van Mersbergen. So it's actually Bronx Freeze who's at first base at the moment. Second strike on Hole. Fouled that one off to the right side. So he takes a look over. Bronx Freeze goes into second base. He was telling him to stand up, but he slid anyway. Mom will be proud. Bronx Freeze is a freshman.
That's a good sports name, Bronx Freeze.
Yeah. If he hits a long home run, he could be the Bronx Bomber. Foul off by Caleb Hole. So it's now a 6-3 game for the Warhawks. That one went high. 2-2 the count. Castor facing Caleb Hole. No outs in the top of the 7th. Just kind of the way, looking at the stat sheet and looking at some of the game summaries, just kind of the way things have gone for the Bears this year. They got the talent. They just can't get things to come together at the right time. 2-2. Castor set to pitch to Hole. He takes a look. He whips her back to second, but Freeze back in. The Bears scored 3 in that first inning, and so they know they can come back. But he's got a full count here to hole. Coming up next will be the shortstop Dylan Mealand. Ben Sarin catches the fly ball in left field for the first out. Keeps Freeze at second. Mealand coming to the plate. He's grounded out. Pitcher to first. Flown out, and then he was singled and then got caught in that massive pickle. They used about half of the Bears players.
I think they went uptown and grabbed a few people from
I
downtown
so.
North English.
I think so. But they concentrated and played just the way that you practice it. Ball 2 to Dylan Mealand. Millen flies out to the second baseman. So the English Valley's pitchers have, been able to get fly balls or ground balls to people when they've needed them. Just a couple long singles here, some stolen bases. That throw to second was a little bit of an adventure. Charlie Gumont at the plate. He struck out the last time up, but that was against Cale Grove. Outside, ball gets away, and now Bronx Freeze is just 90 feet away. Two out, we're not going to see Gumont bunt. One and one the count to Gumont. Castor able to keep an eye on Freeze. There's the stretch, the delivery, inside. Two balls, one strike. Two out here in the top of the seventh. North Mahaska's taking the lead 6-3. Castor evened up the count. Two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit him in the back.
There's a hit by pitch. Brings up Dawson Gumont, the right fielder. Now you got runners at the corners with 2 out. I would guess Kelderman's going to send Charlie Gumont as quick as he is. See if he can force maybe get a throwing error. They're going to just let him go to second. Called strike for Castor. That one goes outside. Dawson Gumont flew out to the pitcher in the second inning, was hit by a pitch, and then was thrown out second to first. Another strike. 1-2. Ryan Leadoff hitter Ryan Groom is in the. There's the strikeout, and that ends the inning. So at the end of 6.5, North Mahaska has taken the lead 6-3. The Bears will need 3 runs to keep this thing going.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And again, thanks to all of our sponsors for being on board here for our North Mahaska English Valleys baseball game tonight. That includes Oski Dental, Lake Painting Lights Insurance Agency, also First State Bank in New Sharon, Holland Coble Funeral Home, Mahaska Drug, Kelly Style at State Farm Insurance, also Emma Ratliff at American Family Insurance, Helmuth Ford, Skunk River Radio, Shetler Insurance Services, Compass Memorial Healthcare in North English, and Cassio Rourke at Grimm Real Estate.
Blake Van E, he opens the English Valley's 7th inning rally with a single to left field. So he's keeping things alive for them. Designated hitter Hunter Offerman up. He hits one to second.
Nice attempt at a double play. But
Yeah, so Offerman reaches on the fielder's choice, but is thrown out. Van D is thrown out 6-4, so brings up one out. Vincent Westfall, the batter. Strike one. Strike two. He struck out early in the game and then hit it into a fielder's choice. Van Mersbergen looking to throw this complete game here. High. There. So 2 out. Ben Flander, last chance here for the Bears, so keep it alive. Wild pitch. Offerman scampers down to second base. So you got a runner in scoring position, but and their fly out to center field will end the ball game. North Mahaska comes out with runs in that 7th inning to win 6-3. Complete game by Van Mersbergen.
Yeah, gave up that 3-run homer, but other than that, nothing.
Yeah. I had him for 5 strikeouts on the night. Don't believe he walked anyone. Just looking here real quick. Nope, no walks, no hit by pitch.
Who are you going to pick for? So that brings us to our player of the game, Emma Ratliff, American Family Insurance Player of the Game. Van Mersbergen, or are you going to go with somebody in the batting order, or what do you think?
Well, no, I think I will go. I was looking at, Tyson Ferguson had a great game. He hit by pitch. He was on base all 4 times he was up. Scored a run, hit a double and a single. But I think Van Mersbergen kept things under control after that first inning where he gave up 2 singles and the home run, and I think today I could give it to Dane Van Mersbergen, the senior hurler, complete game.
All right, so Dane, our Emma Ratliff American Family Insurance Player of the Game. We'll put that post up on Facebook in just a little while. And again, English Valley's fans, if you want to see more of this team, we'll see how they respond on Wednesday night, as we'll have the Keota versus English Valley's baseball game on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. I believe that'll be a 5:30 start, so tune in then for more Bears baseball. But again, tonight, North Mahaska rallies in the top of the 7th for the 6-3 win. Thanks to Emma Ratliff for sponsoring our player of the game. Thanks to Mahaska Drug for bringing us our scoreboard. RD, thank you for your excellent call of the action. And we'll do it again here on Steve Shetler Media later this week.